Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all doing today? I'm freezing. Mm-mm. I am freezing already. Good morning. I'm freezing already. I'm freezing already. I mean, and baby, I got on layers, okay? Good morning, Belinda. I'm already freezing, okay? Good morning, Beans and Rice. Hi, baby. Welcome back. I'm so glad to see you again. I'm freezing. No cap. I am literally freezing. But we're going to prevail. We're going to push through. We're not going to use it as an excuse. We're going to get our reading done. We're going to get our motivational done. We're going to get our engagement done. We're going to engage in our day to day. And we're not going to let the fact that it's cold outside bother us. Just like I promised, I did go ahead and mark those bands down on all of our sites as well as our regular website and the boutique. Everything, it is marked down to $10, as I promised last night in the live. I did not forget. I kept my word. So please feel free to head over there and grab those if you were waiting for that today. If you were on Instagram or Facebook last night, I got to pick y'all up, okay? If you were on Instagram or Facebook last night, we did a flash sale on our TikTok, and we promoted the resistance bands for $10. And I wanted to be able today to offer you guys the same exact thing like I did yesterday, because some people on the Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube did not get an option to get them for $10. So what I did was I actually have a regular website and coaching company that's virtual. So I went to my regular space, not TikTok. TikTok's all new stuff. But I went to my regular space, guys, and what I did was I went ahead and marked those down, put a discount code up. The discount code is going to be bands. Okay, the discount code is bands, BANDS. So if you go to my boutique at iriseboutique.com, or What If I Rise, just because some of you guys are on my other platforms, okay? I want you to know that if you put in the word capital BANDS, all caps, in your checkout cart on the boutique, on the website, either one. Many of you are my coaching clients. Some of you buy my merchandise and wear my athleisure wear. So your website will be the boutique. The ones of you who I coach and work with on a regular basis, your website will be the What If I Rise. And so what I did is I marked those down so you can get those in all the areas for the same cost as promised last night. I'm now going to go ahead and pop this on flash sale for you guys here, okay? I'm getting there. Gonna pop this on flash sale for you beautiful souls on the TikTok shop, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, now if you're asking what bands and I'm talking about, as you can probably see in my profile picture, I was a pretty large woman before. No, I did not go to the gym. No, I did not have surgery. No, I did not. No, I did not use the injections. I'm not gonna tell you some amazing story about the injections or surgery. Nope, I'm not gonna tell you that I was disciplined and followed no rules. That's not what I did. I mean, I followed rules, but not those. Okay. I did and was able to do it naturally. Okay, hold on. What's going on with my situation? Hold on. It's not letting me do what I need to do. Okay, got the flash stuff started. Now it says go back. Go back again. Okay, it's not letting me go back. Okay, billboard. What's that? Okay. Okay, I'm having a little difficulty, but we're gonna try to work on through it. That's why I don't like doing nothing special. Okay, got it. I was getting nervous. Hello, Teresa. You guys, I was getting nervous. Hey, Kimberly, good to see you, beautiful. I just saw you hop in. Ultimate, welcome in. Welcome in TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Hi, Caesar. Welcome in, guys. Okay, y'all ready for a reading? Because y'all know I got to go upstairs and get my mom's breakfast ready, get her setting up in her chair, do all those good things. So I want to get those things done, but I want to make sure I keep my word and do it. I said I was going to do, and I did tell you I was going to come live, I was going to read, and I was going to mark the bands down. So I marked the bands down for you. So here are the fitness bands we are talking about. I used to weigh 592 pounds, and I started off using these bands in my hospice bed. Yes, you heard right. Hospice bed. Yes, you heard right. Hospice bed. Unlike you, I was not scrolling through TikTok and came along a beautiful woman who looked amazing, who had a before picture that looked insane, that didn't look like her, that gave me an option to figure my way out through this wellness thing. I didn't have that. That's not what happened with me. I was actually planning my funeral, willing to die and willing to eat myself to death. I am a food addict. I'm the worst of my kind. I've lost 479 pounds naturally because I had to deal with my mind. My body was broken, but my mind was brittled in brokenness, meaning that it didn't matter what I changed in my body. My mind was so sick and so convoluted and so delusional and so broken down and so victimized and so trapped and so defensive and so lost and so lonely that I didn't know what to do. But what happened was when they told me I was going to die, I was ready to die. I actually said, I'm going to eat myself to death. That's the words I actually used, and said, I'm going to die with a full stomach. That was my confession when I was told I was going to die. I had no idea that a set of resistance bands, a vibration plate, some nutritional supplements, and one shake in my feeding tube, which you see that I have. If you look at the before photos, you see that I'm riddled in tubings. I had no idea it would do this, and that it would keep doing it year after year after year after year, 10 years, 10 years. No, I'm not going to tell you that I lost my weight yesterday and tell you that I can help you lose your weight today, tomorrow too. That's not what I'm going to tell you. What I'm going to tell you, if you've been struggling with weight and wellness for a long time, and you've hit a barrier and you can't seem to figure out what it is, no matter what, no matter if it's injection, no matter if it's a surgery, you still have that kind of lurking thing in the back. That's me. I'm your person. You're my person. I'm not looking for the women that calorie count and all that and do all that restricted dieting and you want to be on the scale every day because you think the scale is the only way to determine your value and your worth. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about all the befores and afters, and that's all we focus on and what you look like. But your mind is riddled with depression, anxiety, loneliness, abandonment, sad victimization, unresolved childhood sexual abuse, domestic violence, loneliness, no family, kids angry at you. And I can't do nothing with you if you still got all of that roaming in your brain. You realize that, right? Because no matter how thin you get in, that mirror is never gonna love you like self-love when you're healed. No matter how small you get, I don't care if you would go from Lane Bryant all the way to Vicky's Secret in an A cup like I have. Your small titties ain't gonna make your self-esteem raise. I'm sorry, it's not. As a matter of fact, that delusion that you have that you're gonna love yourself more when you're smaller. If you've been a big girl like me, you're actually gonna hate yourself again before you love yourself. Because I had to hate this skin on my body to accept this skin on my body. But I realize what I share with you all may be too deep for you. It may be too real for you. It may be outside of your ability to reach the cognitive thinking in which I'm going. Some of us are so closed-minded about our current experiences that we can't even open our intellectual capacity to think outside of what we used to do. I'm not calling you dumb. I'm calling you closed-minded because I was closed-minded. How do you think I ate myself to 592? Many doctors, many nurses, many people told me what I needed to do to get healthy. The problem was my issue was not about behavior. It was about my brain. It wasn't about the food I was eating. It was about my brain. See, there was nothing the treadmill could do when my brain told me to go through the drive-through and get ice cream cones and sandwiches because I was depressed. There was nothing the treadmill could do for that. There was nothing the scale could do for when the loneliness kicked in late at night and I went in the kitchen and began to eat. See, the scale couldn't do nothing with that. You see what I'm saying? Nothing with that. There was nothing my yitty leggings or my fabuletic sports bra could do for me, okay, when I looked down and I was disgusted by what I saw on my own body. See, no matter what I would try to suffocate my real emotions with, they still came back. And then I learned I had to actually do something with them, y'all. I learned that I actually had to deal with those things, like that I wasn't going to be able to run from it. Like when I figured out that every night I would wait all day, I would get up in the morning. I worked a job. I had two businesses, so I was on the go, successful. God bless you, Michelle. Thank you for being here. I just saw your comment. Miss Penny, thank you so much from Atlanta. Michelle, welcome. Sylvia, thank you for the follow. Amanda, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Keisha, thank you. Thank you for the gift. Caesar, thank you for the gift. I did not see those. I'm so sorry I didn't see those, you guys. Queen, you're here. Welcome in. I was waiting for you. I'm waiting for my regular, you guys. If you're wondering why we have not started, I'm waiting for my regular. What I'm explaining to you today, all that outside stuff, there was nothing that it could do for me when I was ready to unalive myself because of the pain and the hurt and the pure frustration of the things I saw with my own behavior align. So what happened was the big girl was stuck in the bed, okay? At 592, I was paralyzed from the waist down. So the only thing I could start off with is building everything from up. I started with these 3 bands. I started with the plastic ones. You know, the plastic ones they give you after you have a stroke and a heart attack, because I've had several of those due to my size. They kept cutting off my circulation and causing bruising. So I had to create something that would, one, be able to go over my large limbs. If you look at my arms, they were very big, bigger than the average wrist. And so every time I engaged in things that work for the average body, I struggled. So after years of working with the bands, they were brittle at the end, the stretch would run out. I went to my vendor that does my leggings and said, hey, do you think that there is any possible way that you could create a band that could handle the versatility and the stretching of plus size men and women? Could you give me something that if I'm sitting, I can create an actual activity and accelerate my heart rate and burn visceral fat while stationary? Can you provide me with the threading and elasticity that can double it down and make it a little bit stronger than normal, but also durable and able to be used as a weight so it's bendable, twistable, rollable? See that? See how wide that goes? See that? Special technology, baby. All the way back down to this. Look at that. Immediately resumes its size. Quality. Travel. Pop it in your bag and roll. Throw it on your thigh at your desk. All 3 for $10 right now. Throw it on your thigh at your desk. That's where this is going on me. While we finish our reading, that's where it's going on me. All right, are we ready to get started? All right, that was our 5-minute check-in. Let's get to it. Let's do it. Octavia. Hi, baby. Good to see you. God bless you, Michelle. Thank you for being here. If you're new, please stay. We're about to do our morning reading. If you've made it, I did as I promised. I got those bands, guys. Look, I got them featured like I promised. 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 Because one time I told y'all I was gonna have something marked down, and probably about 300 of y'all went to my site. I had marked it down. I'm sorry, babies. I had not marked it down. Octavia, thank you. Thank you. It's God. It's all God, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm not on her capping. I promise you, I've literally done this the hard way. I'm at home with my family, and my sister has never really like been around me on this journey like for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. But she's actually had an opportunity, you guys, this time to watch me for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And she's like, oh my gosh, you do this stuff every single day. I said, yes, indeed, I do. Good morning, Brandy. Thank you for the follow. I said, yes, indeed, I do. Please share the live, you guys. Please share the live and tap the like button so I can know that you're here, so I can feel your energy. I can feel your love. I said, yeah, sister, I have to. The reason why I have to do the same things, because those things are what's keeping me from thinking that sitting and eating an entire bag of family size chips is okay. It's the very thing that's keeping me from thinking that I can go and be and do. It's the very thing that keeps me from justifying not moving my body. I know that if I don't move my body regularly, my body becomes very tight and tense and stagnant. Thank you guys so much for the shares. Thank you for the loves. Thank you for the gifts this morning. So what I choose to do is I choose to be active in other ways. Here's the band. It's on. Here's the band. Here's the band. I'm strengthening. I'm toning. I'm learning balance. I'm practicing my core, staying straight. I got those shoulders rolled back. If you are a plus size person, man or woman, 9 times out of 10, you have the worst posture of all time and you don't even know it. You also probably walk with a widening gap or wobble and don't even know it. If you had somebody video you walking, you would see that you either walk like this, forward, or lean back, because the gravity of the girth of the large body causes you to either lean forward, lean back, or walk like this. So what you have to do, what the bands do, the reason why, because everybody say, why do you walk around with those? I get messages all the time, Coach, why are you walking around with those bands on? You guys remember, not only was I almost 600 pounds, about 8 pounds from it, but I also was paralyzed and I've also broken my back. So balance and proper walking structure is very, very, very important for me if I don't want to find myself falling and stumbling over all the time. So one thing the bands has done for me that may help many of you, it has helped with my balance, my posture, and learning how to properly sit without my large extremities pulling me forward or backward. When I first lost weight, I saw videos, even though I had lost 380 pounds and I was still walking like this. I didn't even know it. When I was staying still, I was having to lean up on one toe because I was so big and my back was hurting. I was having to lean halfway over. I couldn't stand flat footed down because I was too big. My thighs would cause me to have to be up. So I actually had to be up on one leg like this, on my tiptoe on one foot, because I was too big to flatten my feet back down and my thighs hit together and not be in pain from my back or my knees. Yeah, that was my truth. I don't know what yours is, but what I can tell you is I had gotten so big that I wasn't able to stand on both my feet. And a lot of times, if you pay attention, there's a lot of plus size people, especially content creators, that cannot stand flat on both of their feet. And it has something to do with their balance, their pain, and their size. I'm the same. I'm not throwing shade or nothing. I'm explaining to you why that is. You're not taller or shorter. That's not the situation here. It's actually because your body is trying to compensate for the switch in gravity and the change in girth. It comes back. You just got to know what's this. It's like knowing what's disconnected in order to reconnect it. Okay. Know what's disconnected in order to reconnect it. Okay. So the way that you work your way through some of the things that you battle with as you're losing weight is recognizing that they are a thing. Don't think, oh, it's always been like it. Don't worry about it. No, your postures, you should not sit like this. That's bad. I didn't know why I had such neck problems and migraines. You know why my posture was bad from being so big? Because trying to hold all that weight up and some 55E titties when I weighed 600 pounds made me used to doing this because it was comfortable. Or leaning back like this. Or every time I walk, how many of y'all sit down like that? When you get in the car, it's like boom, the whole car shake. Because you have no balance. You can't bear the weight on your legs when you go to sit down. Right? Even though I had all them problems, I was still running around how cute I was with my Coach bag and all my Fendi bags and my red. I was still all those things. But I guarantee you, I was crying when I was having to bounce down in that car, hit my elbows and knees every time because I was too big. But I wasn't telling you about all that. I was too busy flossing all that other stuff because I didn't want you to see the real pain I was suffering. But I call it out now because I was in turmoil. How do the bands work? Kimmy Joe, the bands work very similar to a typical band. However, the difference in these bands is you only have to exert little activity to get massive movement. That is the trick with the resistance thread that we've added to the band. The difference is that you can do little movement to get massive action. What that means is with these particular bands, something as small as you putting this band on your hand, clamping down and pulling resistance and doing this will exert increased heart rate, will actually make you sweat after doing it for 1 minute, and will work your upper arms and this part of your arms. Doing something as simple as taking the band, balling your fist, dropping it behind your back, and pressing only up like this, keeping that head straight. It's going to work all in here. Not even exerting a lot of sweat, a lot of energy, Small, effective muscle confusion movements done in 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 3 sets of 15 gaps, allowing the body to get the movement enough to exert the heart rate as you build your foundation, your fitness foundation, which is what we reviewed and talked about last week. Building a fitness foundation. If you've been plus size for a while, you struggle with your weight, even if you used to be an athlete, remember your body is a muscle. It remembers everything. So if you've been sitting around and resting and not active like you normally were, how do you get them? Michelle, let me join my other live. I'm gonna join you guys in my live, and I'm gonna show you how to get them. Okay, Michelle, let me get y'all together. Kimmy Joe, give me 1 second. I'm gonna finish telling you. Okay, baby. I'm gonna invite myself. Okay, and hold on. I'm gonna have to mute one. I learned that the other night. Okay, here we go. Accept. Boom. All right, there we go. I got it. Okay. So I'm learning, you guys, how to like work this thing. So let me get, oh, wait a minute. I did it wrong. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get it together. Let me get it together. Let me get it together. I'm so sorry, babies. I I disconnected myself. This time I got it. Boom. Here we go. Okay. So I think it was Michelle. Okay, so Michelle, let me help you get them. So what you're gonna do is you see the live that just joined. That's my TikTok shop. That's me over here. Hi, you're both me. You're gonna click on the iRise Boutique symbol. When you click on it, my picture's gonna come up. When you click on my picture, it's gonna take you in the other live. On the other live, pinned in the orange cart is the bands and the $10 flash sale. The bands and the $10 flash sale is pinned right now. I just pinned it to make sure you guys can get it. So when you click on the iRise Boutique, okay, click on the iRise Boutique, and then it's going to pop up. You're going to click on my before and after picture. It's going to take you into the other live right over here. Hi. And then you're going to see the orange cart. You're going to click that orange cart and you're going to go ahead and grab. You can either get your black, gray, and white. Your black, gray, and light gray. Or as you saw, I have on the the ocean blue. They come in a washer and carry friendly bag with an instruction kit and a care manual. You can wash these in the bag in the washer, no damage. They can be wet. I use these in the pool as well in the summer as I'm an aqua instructor. Okay, so I do use these in the pool. We have a drawstring, and they will also come in this really cool travel pack. So you can use either bag to travel. I use this thing for personal items now, but this little package here, it is resealable, reusable. Okay. It's going to have everything right in there. You're also going to get measuring spoons, a measuring tape, and a little tracking journal and an ink pen. The reason why I send those with this, because I want you to watch your inches absolutely fall off. When you couple these bands with the vibration plate and my detox tea, you can actually use an average of 4.58 pounds a week, an average of 20 pounds a month doing basic things. My community, we call it KISS. We believe that everything in life should be kept simple, sweetie. Keep it simple, sweetie. And when you do that, that's what they teach us in recovery. When you keep things simple and sweet, you're able to have longevity in your results. Okay. Again, Michelle, did you get it, babe? You're going to click the iRise Boutique at the cart here. You're going to just click on that. And then when you get into my other live, which is my TikTok shop, you're going to click on the orange cart. And right now I do have those pinned for $10. The flash sale is going to end in 2 minutes. And then what I'll do is I'll start it for 5 more minutes. Okay. After that 10 minutes. And then I'll do those readings. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get our reading done while we wait for the first to expire. You have to let it expire before we can move to the next one. Okay. So our first reading today is going to be day 74 from David Kamalafi. We're going to be reading Fear Not, 365 days. We do Mocha. Good morning. We do read this every day. So welcome, Edwina. Welcome to our community. Welcome to our team. If you're new to following, welcome to the iRise tribe. I'm so grateful that you're here with me. I try to do this every day. Well, I don't try. I do this every day. Every day it's a different time because I actually coach people in a couple different countries. So what you see me trying to do now is trying to get mass groups of my people that I serve throughout the day. So that's why we chose this time this morning, because one of my ladies that can only make Mondays is in the building. So thank you folks so much for making it this morning. I saw you come on in this morning. Good morning, Tracy. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Yes, my books are falling apart. Don't worry about that, y'all. I've had these books for 5, 6, and 8 years. Don't worry about it. Listen, don't worry about it. We you see it. It's just what you call use reading. Okay. Day 74 says the following. All right. Let me see if our flash sale is still popping. If we need to restart that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that flash sale. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm going to add your flash sale back up right now on those bands. Right now, I'm offering my increased resistance bands that I use. Same bands. I actually have the original bands. I gave them to my mom. They falling apart. I don't know why she would want those things. The things is falling apart in real life, yeah. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that flash sale again. Let's go ahead and get you those bands. Same ones. We're going to get those for $10 as I said. How's everyone doing today? Where y'all tuning in from? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and publish that for you guys. I apologize about my delay on your end. You guys is in on TikTok shop. Okay, got you. Now, if you're on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, I did go ahead and drop those codes in a post for you this morning. I also went ahead and made sure that those were discounted on all the websites and all of our selling platforms to ensure anyone in any of our 8 communities who follow me and support me who have not had a chance to grab the viral resistance bands. I have lost over 479 pounds. I started using these bands 8.5 years ago, and I have loved them and I have stayed in love with them. The reason why I have one of the bands on right now, I'm literally doing thigh pulses while I'm talking to each one of you. Literally. If you look at my before pictures, I had no booty. If you look at these after pictures, baby, booty is trying to booty. Over the last year or so, I've added these bands to 100 squats a day. And so what's happening is my body is starting to tone and tighten back up slowly but surely from the consistency and the follow through of adding something as simple as when I'm sitting at my desk 20 to 30 minutes a day, I put this band on and I do a little something for some part of my body while I'm working. So I can never say I was too busy to work, because these bands allow me to get my workout done, and it's an effective workout. Because many of us are so focused on fat burning, we forget that we need the strength, tone, and balance the body as well. And this is going to allow you to do a version of all 3 of those, because you can actually use these and do jabs and get your cardio up. You can do high knees for cardio. You can also do in and outs for cardio. So you can also actually use these bands as weights, cardio, and strengthening. Are you following me? That's how they were created, to be able to do that. I showed you yesterday how to take the band, attach it to your waist using your wrist, rock your wrist down. And as you add that tension, you can actually apply and work your full upper body, never leaving your waistline. I showed you guys that yesterday. Okay. When you get the bands, make sure you follow me. Once you grab your bands, make sure you get my newsletter. Click the link in my bio, go to my website and join our community, because we do work out using these bands starting next Monday, because the day was a holiday. Next Monday following this live, we will actually use the bands. You will get an opportunity to work out with me using the bands. So bring your water, bring your towel, bring your chair, bring your bands. The bands do ship out within 24 hours. So if you get them today or tomorrow or the next day, they gonna be gone the next morning. The orders that were placed last night, Miss Yancey, I got you. And Miss Jacqueline, thank you for getting Unbig Your Back. I appreciate your support. And Miss Yancey, thank you for both of your orders. I got your bands, and I've already got you moved over to the portal. You should start getting some emails. It used to take a couple hours for the trigger from the coaching firm, letting you know you're enrolled, and for the services in the community. I did see you. Welcome to the community. I'm excited to chat with you and do your intake. Okay, so day 74. I called upon thy name, O Lord, out of the low dungeon. Thou hast heard my voice. Hide not thine ear at the breathing, at my breathing, at my cry. Thou drewest near in the day that I called upon thee. Thou saddest, fear not. A prayer cry is a victory cry against fear. I thank you, God, for every drawing near to me and attending to my cry in Jesus' name. Oh Lord, make me hear your comforting voice always in Jesus' name. I like that one. Oh Lord, make me hear your comforting voice always. God, thank you, God, for ever drawing near to me and attending to my cry in Jesus' name. Today's principle says a prayer cry is a victory cry against fear. You know, I was talking to one of my clients one time, and she's very she's really very a woman of God, very prophetic, praise everything. And I said, when was the last time you actually just kind of cried out, just laid out and cried out? Let's go 2K. Mocha is always in the building making sure I get a like or two because, baby, you see y'all. Hey, Tawana, if it's up to me. Cassandra, thank you for the follow. Because, listen, y'all, I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. If it's up to me, baby, let me tell you something. We going to have one like. If it's up to me, we going to have one like. I'm going to drop 50 nuggets and I'm going to be out gone. One like. I don't be remembering, y'all. I try to remember. They even put little reminders on the screen, but since I can barely read y'all comments, I'm going to read that. I know. I'm doing better. 2025 is my year. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. So if you've been following me since 2020 and I'm still been saying I'm gonna do better, just pray for me, okay? Remember, we all praying people in these lives. Y'all, we all praying women's and men's. My mom used to say men's and loved it. Those were her two. Men loved it. She say, I sure loved it. Anyway, I miss that woman. February 17th, we made it. We made it. We made it. Hey guys, you have about 3 more minutes to grab those bands in that cart, y'all. Yep, 36 seconds, 36 seconds, 36 seconds, 36 seconds, 36, 36, 36 seconds. 36 seconds. You have about 36 more seconds, 20 seconds before that flash show ends. Okay. February 17th, and then I'll put that flash show back on for you guys. Want to thank you, baby. Hey, Octavia, welcome back. All right. Today it says, who empowers you? I'm going to lean back. Let me get a sip. Y'all know Melody be having me. She be catching me up, y'all. It says, who empowers you? Most of us need people around us who empower and help us feel able, on track, in balance, hopeful. We need people who tell us we can, even if they don't use words. They believe in us, and that belief comes shining through. We look at them, and what we see reflected back in our own power. Okay, we look at them, and what we see reflected back is our own. Did y'all hear that? Wait. Hold on. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. Here we go. Y'all know I'm trying to work my life over here. Just give me a second. Did you guys just hear that? Now I need y'all to tap in. Because I think sometimes we don't really realize the impact that others actually have in our space. Okay, I repinned that for you guys. Thank you so much, Mocha. Check this out. Most of us need people around us who empower us and help us feel able, on track, in balance, hopeful. We need people to tell us we can, even if they don't use words. They believe in us, and that belief comes shining through. We look at them, and what we see reflected back in it is our power, our own power. We look at those people, and what we see reflecting back to us is our own power. But sometimes we run into those who instead try to convince us of their power, convince us that they have our answers, that we need them to be able to see clearly, that without them, we won't be able to find the way. How many of people right now? Thank you so much, Mocha. AP, welcome in. Is it Emerald? Welcome in. Let's check this out, guys. How many of you right now, and you don't have to say hi or drop nothing in the comments. I want you to just hit the like button. That way people can't really tell what we're doing. How many of you know that right now you're in that situation? Sometimes we run into those who instead try to convince us of their power, convince us that they have our answers, that we need them to be able to see clearly, that without them, we won't be able to find the way. They don't believe in us. They only believe in themselves. That's not empowerment. That's an approach destined to create dependency, often unhealthy dependency. Cultivate relationships with people who make you feel like you can, who help you know that you're on track, right where you need to be. Spend time with people who help you know that you can trust yourself. Seek out people who empower you. Learn to empower those you love. And during those times when no one's around, know that you can empower yourself. Hi, Big Mama. Hi, Stephanie. I mean, look, I'm gonna hit the like button for myself, okay? Because did y'all just read that? Did y'all just hear that? Y'all must didn't catch it, because y'all know half y'all in relationships like that anyway, where your whole relationship is dependent on appeasing, pleasing, and keeping the other person from being angry with you. So everything you do is so they not mad at you. Everything you think, everything you wear, so they don't say anything about your outfit. If y'all go somewhere to eat, the food you order, so they don't say anything about your food, baby, that's not a good relationship. But you'll keep going back. I did. You in a group of people where your ideal is never good enough. Every time you give an ideal, your ideal is ignored. But everybody else's ideal is great. We do it, we follow through, we knock it out. But if somebody asks the group, oh, do anybody know how to, oh, this is a perfect one. Does anyone know anything about therapy? Now, I might raise my hand and say, oh, I have 23 years of experience. They might not. They're going to say, oh, does anybody else know it? You see what I'm saying? They'll keep asking, like, I had this grill, right? And then this group of people I was around, they bought the same grill, but they didn't know I had the grill. In a group said, I need to find somebody that can tell us how to work it. And I said, oh, I have one. I know how to work it with no problem. Still in the group, the person said, does anybody know anybody that can show us how to use it? I just, you know what? That right there taught me. Guess what I did? I left that group of people. I didn't need to see any more clear that I was not validated in that space, that my input was people either perceived me as having more resources than them, or knowing more than them, but they were very not pleased with the fact that if something came up, I could make it happen. And they began to show me that in the statements they made in the group of people, such as I just explained to you. We're sitting at a table of 5 or 6 women. A question is raised. I answer the question and say, I can do it. The person waits exactly 30 seconds and says, does anybody know anybody? So I must not be anybody. So see, you just told me how you really feel about me, and that jealousy that I felt in you already, you just confirmed it. I'm out. And that's exactly how I move. The minute you let me know you ain't really feeling me, I'm gone. I'm not going to ask you no questions. I'm not going to harass you about it. I'm not going to make you prove yourself to me. You don't got to explain yourself. You already let me know. I'm going to go accordingly. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to beg nobody to be in their space no more. I'm not going to beg you to be my friend. I'm not going to beg you to talk to me. If I call you and you unavailable and you put a boundary in place that ain't never been in place before, then you just let me know that our relationship was never what I thought it was, and I'm on the wrong side of the street, and I need to get back on my side of the street, and I'm gonna leave you on your side. And say, see, I've come to the point where I'm no longer trying to figure out what mood you're going through, because when I'm in the mood, you don't figure out what mood I'm going through. You pick and choose and move accordingly, so I will too, and many of you should too as well. See, this is about self-preservation. When you have real self-actualization, you have self-preservation right behind it. And you quickly learn to not only preserve your mind, but to preserve the energy in which your body chooses to exert. That choice allows you the freedom and the leeway to walk away at will as needed and to detach with love. I'm not angry with anybody. I love everybody in my circle, in my space. But what I've learned is that the energy that I exude for other people, they are not willing to exude that energy for me. And therefore, I have learned that I will not exude that energy at all for anyone who cannot match my energy. That's my new rule. If I'm always available for you in every crisis you have, and then I need you and you can't be available in my crisis, You already let me know we ain't on the same playing field. So I'm gonna get off the field and let you play alone, and I'm gonna go play somewhere else. See, I'm no longer willing to debate, discuss, talk through, walk through, try to figure out, understand. No, 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 no. If you can't use your words with me, I'm out. Because I'm trying to use my words with you. Yeah. See, I had to do that. You know why? Because if not, I'll be eating, drinking, and crying over the stuff you put me through. And I'm no longer willing to relapse, drink, or drug over anybody else. I'm no longer willing to get sad and depressed over your stuff. See, there's boundaries and detachment that these two things, since I've been doing them so long, has been able to teach me through manifestation and revelation where I need to be moving and how I need to be thinking. I didn't just wake up like this. I had to go through some stuff, experience some things. I had to walk away from some relationships. I had to let go of some people. People that I thought was in my corner, they weren't really in my corner. They were just my friends, and that is okay. They got to stay in my friends because the pathway I'm on, I need riders, not dyers, because we ain't dying no time soon. I need people that understand that we on the ebb and the flow. Some days we gonna be in the middle of the road. Some days we gonna be on the side of the road. But as long as we willing to get on the road and off the road together, I got you, you got me. What I cannot do is with somebody that's a spare tire. Meaning you only show up when my tires break down. And you can only ride so far. You got a 40-mile limit, which means if I need you at mile 60, you no longer can be pumping. Hold that. Are you walking around as a spare tire in somebody's life? Or do they consider you the wheels on their vehicle? Y'all have a good day now. I'm here. I'm out of here. My name is Coach Kenya.